Hey friends, MrsVolfie here from our half-acre homestead. Now somebody asked me, I believe it was Michelle Parks, Bev, do you have a rough estimate on what you spend at the grocery store in an average month? And what it costs to raise your garden? I'd love to know the numbers, sweat equity included. Love you so much. By the way, love Howie's haircut. Okay, we don't count sweat equity, because sweat equity is one of those things. If you're doing the garden solely to raise food for sale, then you would have to count your sweat equity. But this is for my home. It's also for my health. It's also for my exercise. So I don't count the sweat equity because I look at it as a benefit. All right? But yes, I did the work here. So I had to actually really break this up because we spend different amounts at different times of year. So I had to work it all out to get the average, all right? We spend an average, believe it or not, of $260 a month on groceries, and I'm going to tell you here's why. A, we got a lot of stuff in the pantry from that sweat equity garden. So in the winter, we actually spend less money because I don't go out shopping as much, because it's not that I don't like to drive in the snow, but it's getting in and out of the truck, it's cleaning off the vehicle, that it's walking in icy parking lots. Those are all the things that make winter driving and shopping for me a problem. So this is the way I played it out, okay? From April to September, we spend about $1,500 in groceries over those 6 months because, you know, the pantry's low, the garden isn't producing yet, right? So it's a more expensive time of year. And that works out to $250 a month over those 6 months. From October to March, 75 to 80% of what we eat is already in the house. It's in the freezer. It's in the pantry. It's in the cupboards, right? So winter months, from October to March, we only spend about $104 a month. Okay, and then there's our Costco runs, and we do about 3 of those a year, averaging $1,500 for those 3 to 4 Costco runs. However, out of that $1,500, $400 to $500 of that is non-grocery items. We're talking stamps for the year, my Christmas cards, Christmas gifts, socks, underwear, and stuff for the kids, batteries, all those things, printer paper, all those things. So they actually take a chunk out of my Costco budget. So we're going to say Costco runs are $1,000 for the year if it's just we're talking groceries. All right. So that comes up to $3,124 roughly, give or take $300. $3,124 a year in groceries, and that works out to $260 a month on average. The garden costs me on average between $100 and $135 a year. That's because I get new soil every year to top up the beds, and the seeds I spent. Normally I don't buy a lot of seeds because I get gifted a lot of seeds, and then I usually buy them when I see them on sale, 3 for $1 at the dollar store. But this year I've been ordering them because a lot of my dollar store seeds haven't worked out that well. So I spend an average on $135 a year on my garden, and it gives me so much more than that. You think about that. All right, I hope this answered your questions. Remember, you only count the sweat equity if you're selling your products. It doesn't count if you're doing it for your own pantry. All right, this is the MrsVolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, I hope that answered your question. Mwah! Take care, God bless.